tuning in to the Regina Ferry Show, where we will be sharing on entrepreneurship. We'll be talking about some blogging, and we'll be talking a little bit about mentorship. Okay, so today I just want to share with you a little bit about the business aspect and what it is going to take. So we're going to talk about some credit issues today, okay? If that is all right with you. So, many of you in starting a business, sometimes we forget about those variables, those little small foxes that will kill the vine. So look, I want to share with you about getting your credit together. So this is imperative. This is a must. Before you even start working on anything, let's start thinking about ourselves. I know we hear a lot about, our credit score, what magnitude or depth that plays in on starting a business or just in life itself, okay? So let me share with you briefly what I had to do during the pandemic. During the pandemic, I said, let me focus on me getting things together, getting things in its proper order and proper perspective. And I said, let me start with my debt. So, of course, now we know coming up in March, if you have any medical bills, they will absolutely be deleted. But you're going to have to monitor that. You're going to have to pay close attention to that because they will take it off. I believe it's on the 17th. But you got to watch out because sometimes they'll bring that thing back, okay? So keep a close eye on that. So I had medical bills. I was in debt with medical hospital bills. So I started taking care of those things one by one, and it was just helping to delete those debts that I had. So I wanted to work on me. I wanted to work on getting my credit score up to a nice place, not even knowing that I was going to need that down the line, down the road. I heard much about it. Really, sometimes we hear things and then we don't pay it no attention. We don't think that's us, or we just think that we can, go out and purchase. If you're purchasing, that's fine. But if you want to build some credit and you want to get some credit behind your name, you want to work on that. So I had to begin to work on my credit, getting my score to a comfortable place to where if I wanted to go get something, I had a desire to go get something, it wasn't going to be a hindrance or a distraction because I didn't have some things in order. So long story short, I worked on that. I cleared all my medical bills. I took care of those. And then I began to deal with the other little small areas that that it wasn't affecting me because I had like some credit cards, okay? And I still have those credit cards and I'm getting them down. They're not fully at the place where I desire to see them, but they are past the halfway mark. Let's just say that. So working on that, paying my bills on time, paying attention to that statement rather than that due date, focusing on that. I began to deal with that. So then when I decided to start my business and get my business going, look, credit score was great. Sometimes when we start a business, they say, well, you could use business credit. But how are you going to use business credit if your personal credit is not in order? So when I will find myself trying to do something far as my business, that was one of my personal information. Like, why? Why? I was hearing a lot of things, but I never heard anyone mention about getting that together. So I was so super excited about knowing that I had been building and working on my credit score, getting it at a place where I was comfortable that I could go and I can get anything that I wanted to get because of that credit score. So I'm saying all of this to say to you, work on you. And part of working on you is getting that free yearly credit report from Experience, TransUnion, and Equifax. Getting those, looking at that, disputing those things that you need to dispute, but just work on you. Get that together so that you can get that nice credit score. You really want to get to that 700 and above, and you're great. You don't have to get all the way up to that high score that they saying. Just get at least 695 to 700 and a little over that 700, because then that speaks volumes, okay? And then you don't have to worry about using your personal credit with your business. So then you can start working on your business credit. Then you have access to those things that you didn't have access to before. So I just wanted to share with you and just encourage you, work on the credit. I know you've been hearing it. It's plastic up everywhere. It's everywhere. And it's not there just, for content. It's there because you need that as being your brand and as being a content creator, a digital creator, a business owner, small business owner, entrepreneur. So you want to work on getting that part together. And getting that part together is getting you together, okay? Am I saying I'm my credit? I'm not saying you are your credit, but I'm saying you will need that for the times that you don't have that monetary money, that money that you need to go and do the things that you desire to do, instead of just coming out of your pocket like that. Now, if you can come out of your pocket like that, hey, that's fine. But if you can also use that money that you're coming out your pocket with to buy these and certain things, or purchase these different things pertaining to your business or whatever it is that you see yourself doing, get your credit together. Fill out that application. That score meets the peak. Look, you have to come out your pocket so you can work on that. But remember, always remember to pay attention to your statement date and your due date, okay? Because most of us feel like, if you were like me, I used to be like, oh, I want to get this paid on my due date. And not realizing that I was actually still hurting myself a little bit. But it is the statement, okay? The statement date is the important date, all right? So we're going to work on that, and we're going to build our credit. We're going to get ourselves in a place to where nothing can hinder us, nothing can be a distraction to us, and we can stop blaming the devil for things that you are just not taking accountability for, all right? So if we're talking about we're going to walk in kingdom authority, we're going to walk in the kingdom blessings, and we want to be a financier. We want to be a blessing to the things of God, the people of God, and not just the people of God and the things of God, but the people that's in the world, that when you had to come up as a young child and you endured some things, you had to suffer some things, you probably went through some poverty moments. So we want to always be able to take that 10%, that 20%, that 30%, and want to be able to invest that in other people that's coming along the way, and being able to be a blessing to people. Let them know. Don't have that crab mentality where you want to pull people down and you don't want to see them go further than what you're going. Look, no, stop being a gatekeeper. Open up the gates and allow other people to gain access to those things that you had gained access to. I'm not saying give everything away, because you still have to have room for you to be able to have access to those things as well. But what I am saying is that I'm saying for you to work on you and work on getting that credit score to the place that you really desire to see. And you don't have to stop. You can stop lying about your credit score, okay? Stop saying it's good. Stop saying it's this, and you know it ain't that, because you're striving for it, okay? Just be honest with yourself. That's the first thing for deliverance or anything that you're going through, is to be honest with yourself. Because if you cannot be honest with yourself, I guarantee you will not be honest with nobody else, okay? So we're talking about walking in integrity. We're talking about being debt-free, and we're talking about being a mentor to help other people, get them to a place to where you have to grow and where you have to exercise your authority and disciplineship, and say, look, No longer will I forfeit the rights and the benefits that I know that I have and that I'm supposed to walk in. And I know that I'm supposed to be a blessing to the families of the earth. So how am I going to be a blessing to the families of the earth if I haven't put myself in a position or a posture to be great within, okay? So look, I hope this helps some of you out. I hope this reinforced some of you that already been saying, I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I need to do it, I need to do it, it's a must. So look, I'm reinforcing that power and that authority for you to begin to think about you. You're not being selfish, you're being selfless. Because if you don't get yourself together, how are we as a whole, or we individually going to be able to help anybody else, okay? So if you got those credit cards, let's start working on that. Let's call them up and begin to make the necessary changes that you need to begin to make so that you could better yourself, better your credit score, so that you could better your livelihood and your situation, okay? So that you'll be able to leave a legacy for your children, okay? So that's where I'm at. That's what my strive is. Not my drive, but my strive is to become better at the things that I have gained access to, and to be accountable to it, okay? Being accountable, being disciplined, and walking in integrity, okay? So remember, call those credit card companies up that you have those cards from and you have not been paying and they've been delinquent. You can fix it. It doesn't matter how it looks, or you may say, oh my God, it's gonna take me a minute. Strive, okay? And then once you get to that place, knock them out one by one. Knock them out one by one, and you'll begin to see the increase, and you'll begin to see the fruit of your labor, okay? So look, please like, share, and comment. And look, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, all right? Until next time, we'll see you again. Thank you so much for stopping by or just tuning in to the Regina Ferry Show.